Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is your favourite Arabic teacher in the entire world, Sam, and a very warm welcome back to the Arabic with Sam channel. If I say that enough times, it's like a mind trick, it's like a bit of hypnosis, you'll all start to believe it, inshallah, that this guy is your favourite Arabic teacher in the entire world. So anyways, so a very warm welcome back to the Stories of the Prophet series. Obviously, as I said in the last lesson, we are doing the entire story of Prophet Hud alayhi salam, who came to the people of Ad. If this is your first time on the channel, go back to the previous video and watch it, and that will lead you nicely up to this one. So last time we did the first chapter, which is just called Ba'da Nuhin, after the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. So so we come into this chapter. Before we get started, actually, I'll make a couple of announcements. Number one, you can get this book on Amazon. I'm just showing you it right here. Good news is the hardcover is only £7.74. But go into the description of this video and I'll have a link, and that means I'll get a small commission on this, and that will help to support the channel, inshallah, if you use my link. I mean, only if you're going to buy it anyway. I'm not saying you have to go and buy it, especially for that, but if you're going to buy the book anyway, then go ahead and buy it, inshallah, and I can get a small commission from it. And then secondly, good news is, if you come onto the Arabic with Sam website, I have launched my Arabic in 60 Steps program, which I'm really proud of, and I'm offering a special offer for you guys. This is only going to be until the 1st of October, when the course officially launches on the 1st of October. But for you guys, for my audience, I want to give you guys a special early bird discount, so you can get into the course before it even starts. There's only going to be a certain number of spaces on this course, but I'm going to show you what the discount is, so we'll have a click on it. So usually I sell the course for either £100 for the entire year, or people pay £11.66 a month, which actually that works out over the year as being £140 over the entire year. But I'm offering it to you just for £60. Yes, you're saving like £90, and I mean, I'll charge you once, and then you'll never ever have to think about it ever again. I'm not going to keep on charging your credit card or whatever, and then you have full access to it. So if you want to study Arabic a little bit more seriously, you're looking for a real serious program, a program that is structured around 60 videos. There are 60 videos in it, which is kind of the backbone of the program, and that walks you through the 60 most common concepts in the Arabic language. So you'll be able to access many passages from the Quran, as well as Arabic literature, as well as conversations that you hear on a day-to-day basis. And the course has a lot of supplementary resources. It has like posters for those of you who are more visual learners, has audio downloads, you can listen to the vocab lists and stuff like that if you're more of an audio learner. And I'll also post you the workbooks. I'll send them to you in the post, so you'll get four. You get 4 physical workbooks that'll arrive in the post, and you can work through them to practice your writing, and even better, I'll even mark them for you at the end of the course or as you go. If you want to send them to me, or you want to take pictures of them, send me the pictures of what you've done, I'll mark them for you, and I'll give you advice and feedback. So if you want a high quality course with kind of the best of both worlds, the best of the online resources like videos and stuff, as well as the best worlds of having a teacher, then it'd be a really good course for you. But without further ado, I don't want to take any more time with that. I want us to get stuck into it, inshallah. So let's crack on, right? I've taken enough of your time, so we'll crack on to stuff that you came to the video for. So we begin with وَلَكِنَّ عَادًا. So وَلَكِنَّ, actually I'll start with the title. Kufran. So you might notice actually that the word kufran begins with the term kufr. And we know that the verb kafara literally means to disbelieve in something. But the term kufran isn't to do with the disbelief of Ad, the people of Ad. It's sort of to do with their ingratitude, how ungrateful they are. The term kufran. I mean, so sometimes the verb kafara, I mean, even the term akfara. A lot of you, I think it's in Surah Abasa, actually, where Allah says, قُتِلَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا أَكْفَرَ. Like how cursed people are about how ungrateful they are, how ungrateful man is. مَا أَكْفَرَهُ. مَا أَكْفَرَهُ. And so sometimes this term kafara can be to do with being ungrateful, rather than just disbelieving. And the two things are very close anyway. Disbelieving in Allah and just being an all-round ungrateful person are very close attributes anyway. So yeah, so the ingratitude of Ad. So walakin just means but. But a'adan, and it's a'adan because of walakinna. Walakinna makes the next word have these fathahas. Lan yashkuru, they did not yashkuru, they did not do shukr. You might have heard the word shukran, meaning thank you, but the verb shakara just means to be grateful for something. So they did not thank Allah, they did not thank Allah. Ala hadhihi an-ni'am. So they did not, so shakara ala, shukran ala means to thank for something. And I remember thinking, like for in Arabic is actually li. But I remember thinking, so can I say shukran lil dars, for example, thank you for the lesson. But yeah, shukr ala is is what we're using here. So you thank upon something. Yeah. So they did not thank Allah upon هذه النعم الكثيرة. So ni'am is the plural of the word ni'mah. You might have heard the word ni'mah before. Ni'matun is one blessing, but ni'am is the plural. So هذه النعم الكثيرة. They did not thank Allah upon these many blessings. Good. وَالنَّسِيَةَ عَادٌ. So nesiyat comes from the verb nesiya, meaning to forget. Nesiya. There are some theories from some grammarians that actually the word for human, insan, comes from the verb nesiya, because humans are inherently forgetful of Allah. But I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if that is the case. It's not my place to say, but there is a grammatical opinion that that's where the word for human comes from, that we are very forgetful. But anyway, so Aad forgot قصة الطوفان. So they forgot the qissa. If you know the title of this book, you'll know what qissa is. It's the story of the طوفان. Usually whenever you hear طوفان, you hear طوفان نوح, the طوفان of Nuh. So طوفان is a flood. So they forgot the story of the flood. التي سمعوها, which they heard about it, which they heard it. This her on the end, this feminine her, is referring back to the qissa. When you say he heard it, it means they heard the story. So Aad forgot the story of the flood, which they heard it. Min آبائهم, from آبائهم. So آباء is the plural of ab, meaning a father. So, but in Arabic, if you say آباء, it doesn't mean their fathers, as in just their dads. It means like their fathers and their fathers and their fathers. It's like a collective term for your forefathers. Is آبائهم, from their forefathers. وَرَأَوْا آثَارَهُ فِي الْأَرْضِ, and رَأَوْا, and they saw, is from the verb رَأَى. The verb رَأَى, probably the only true irregular verb in Arabic. رَأَى just means to see. And they saw آثَارَهُ. So آثار are like the remains, or the remains is a pretty good translation here. The remnants, fil ard, in the earth. They could see the remnants of the flood on the earth. So to them, this is real history. Like to the people of Aad, the flood of Noah is very real history, right? Like, it's quite beautiful actually how in the Quran Allah talks about the histories of different generations. Like, like the people of Aad are history to the people of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The people in the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they thought of Aad as history. They used to walk by their remains and stuff. But to the people of Aad, Noah is history. Knowing about Noah and what happened to Noah alayhi salam is history. Okay, nice. So we'll move on, inshallah. I'll scroll down a little bit. وَنَسُوا. So this nesu is the same as the verb nesiya. They forgot. لِمَاذا أَرْسَلَ اللَّهُ الطُّوفَانَ عَلَى أُمَّةِ نُوحٍ. So, and they forgot. لِمَاذا means why. They forgot why. أَرْسَلَ means to send. أَرْسَلَ. To send down Allah. Why did they forgot why Allah sent the طوفان, the flood, على أمتي, upon the nation. And this preposition, على, is why it's ummati. نوح. So they forgot why Allah sent down the طوفان. And it's طوفان because it's the object of أرسل. It's the it's the مفعول به. It's the thing that the أرسل is being done to. It is the flood is what Allah sent upon the nation of Nuh. وَصَارُوا يَعْبُدُونَ الْأَصْنَامَ. So this is quite an interesting use of the verb sara, actually. I mean, the verb sara means to become. But it's very rarely used sort of just before another verb. Like often you can't just stick two verbs together, but you can with sara and you can with kana as well. But they carry different meanings. I mean, صَارُوا يَعْبُدُونَ means they started to, or they became worshippers of al-asnam, of the idols. But if we said kana, it would just mean they did worship. You know, kana puts things in the past. But sara means they started to do something. So they started to worship the idols. كما كانت أمة نوح. So they started to worship the idols. Kama. So this ka is like saying like, and then the ma is like what. So it's saying like what, or like how. The people of Nuh, how the people of Nuh كانت تعبد الأصنام. They started to worship the idols the way the people of Nuh started to worship idols. Nice. Okay, what do we have next? وكانوا, oh nice, ينحتون, وكانوا ينحتون الأصنام. So yeah, this is what I was actually talking about just here, right? I was saying you can say صاروا and then a present tense verb, and down here we're having كانوا and then a present tense verb. So whatever this present tense verb means, it's something that they used to do or they were doing. The verb نحت, I believe it's نحت, means to sculpt, or to carve or to sculpt or something. So they were sculpting or they were carving their idols, al-asnam, min al-hijara, from rock. You know, hijara. The term hijara means like the material, rock. It doesn't mean like one individual rock. You know, for that you use the term hajar, for one individual rock. Hence, at the corner of the Kaaba, the little drawing for you, the corner of the Kaaba, that's called al-hajar al-aswad, the black stone, because it's a specific stone, but the material is hijara. So they started to carve idols from stone, بأيديهم, with their hands or by their hands. ثم يسجدون لها, and then they would prostrate to it. ويعبدونها, and they would worship it. So here, I mean, the author is just sort of emphasizing the point that they would carve the rock. They would ينحتون, they would carve the idols themselves that they'd made with their own hands. Like they worship something that they literally, like just before that, just made with their own hands. You know, it's strange how people can, you know, worship things that their own hands made. Like, you know, you're supposed to worship the one that created you, not the thing that you created. So, good. وَكَانُوا, you know, another example of kana, just being used before the present tense verb. كَانُوا يَسْأَلُونَهَا, and they used to ask her. You know, this her is probably referring back to the asnam that we talked about above, the idols. Yeah, and they used to, you know, we translate this to, and they used to ask it. But what it means is that it is a pronoun referring back to the idols. They used to ask their idols for حاجاتهم, your hajat, the things that you need. They used to ask them for their needs. And that's what this hymn is their needs. They used to ask the idols, we used to ask it for their needs. وَيَدْعُونَهَا, and they used to sort of call upon it. وَيَذْبَحُونَ لَهَا, they used to do ذَبَحَ. ذَبَحَ is a verb just meaning to slaughter. If I know how to spell slaughter in English. Slaughter. They used to slaughter laha, sort of to or for them. وَكَانُوا عَلَى أَثَرِ أُمَّةِ نُوحٍ, and they were upon أَثَرِ أُمَّةِ نُوحٍ. You know, they were upon the athar is like the trail or the path or the trail or something like that. They were on the trail or the example of the ummati Nuh. They were just doing exactly the same as what the nation of Nuh were doing. Oh, we're nearly near the end. Okay, this is nice. There's good sort of uniform here. Like we've got the same sentence pretty much beginning both of these chapters. So we only need to explain it once. So, وَكَانَتْ, and was, عُقُولُهُم. So عقول is the plural of aql, which means like your mind or your consciousness or your brain, your aql. But عقول is the plural. عقول. So كانت عقولهم, their brains or their minds were. Their minds were لا تمنعهم من عبادة الأصنام. Their minds were not forbidding them. منع means to forbid. In like a secular sense, they're really like mana'a can be forbidding anything, even if it's nothing to do with a religion. Like you might have learnt that the term haram means forbidden, but also for things that are sort of secular, you can say mamnu'. Mamnu'. You might have, if you've been to the Middle East a lot, you might see mamnu' at-tadkhin. Mamnu' at-tadkhin just means smoking is forbidden. Mamnu' at-tadkhin. So anyway, mana. So was their brains not forbidding them? So their brains weren't forbidding them from ibadatil asnam. Ibadah just means the worship of. It means worship. From the worship of the idols. And their brains were not, or their minds were not forbidden, were not tahdihim, were not guiding them. Their minds were not guiding them. And then this is a really kind of, this sentence summarizes everything about them. وَكَانُوا عُقَلَاءَ. So عُقَلَاءَ is a plural pattern that's usually used for humans. It's usually used for talking about a group of humans. So, عُقَلَاءَ. And on the same, like if we have the term, you'll probably spot the pattern similarities between all of these. If we have the term فُقَرَاءَ, it means the poor. Or, I don't know, like the عُظَمَاء, and maybe the great people. So عُقَلَاء are saying that they were intelligent, they were mindful. So they were mindful fi dunya. They were intelligent in the dunya. Obviously we've said like they won all of their battles and nobody defeated them. They had great houses and great cities. So they were intelligent in the dunya. أغبياء في الدين. So they were intelligent in the dunya. They were great in the dunya. But they were أغبياء في الدين. أغبياء is the plural of غبي. غبي, which means stupid, really. Stupid or dim. Something like that, really. It's almost a synonym for the term أحمق. Yeah, أحمق. It's almost a synonym for that. But they both mean stupid or dim. And the plural of غبي, أغبياء, they were stupid in the deen. They were stupid in the religion. So, yeah, I mean, obviously we see that today, don't we? I mean, many people of our time. I mean, this modern trend of atheism as well is exactly like that. Like they're intelligent to do with things in the world. Like Stephen Hawking is a good example of that. Intelligent of things in the world. Tried to single-handedly work out things about the universe that no one ever knew. But the conclusion that he made from it was أغبياء في الدين. He was غبي في الدين. He came to the conclusion that means that there's no creator. He concluded that the universe is expanding, all stuff that was already in the Quran anyway, but concluded all of this stuff. But then he was غبي في الدين. Anyways, so as we draw to the end of this, if you have any questions about it, or if you have any questions about my program, anything else that I mentioned at the beginning of the lesson, then you're very, very welcome to get in touch with me. Obviously, you can just comment in the comment section below if it's quicker for you, or you can drop me an email, ArabicwithSam@gmail.com. And that's it. As I said, any questions about my program, any questions about this, or any questions generally about broader learning Arabic, then you're very, very welcome to get in touch with me, and I'll be very, very happy to hear from you. But other than that, I hope you have a really nice day, and catch you guys in the next one, next Wednesday. See you then. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.